Alrighty, hello, Defect Cookie. You didn't leave any questions. If you leave some questions, then the replay review can be a little bit more guided, and you can get some specific feedback on things you're looking to improve on. So, playing Caitlyn Twitch into Jinx Rakan, my initial thought would be get push and win the game from there. With Lilia helping you guys out, that also seems like a pretty easy thing to play around. And then the only thing that really you have to look out for is whenever the wave is bouncing back to you guys, the Rakan would look for an engage, as well as setting up the Viego or maybe the Zoe roaming to bot lane. So, I would say step 1, push the lane. Step 2, poke. Step 3, don't get engaged on. And then if you don't get engaged on, you can kind of repeat. So we go back to step 1, get push, poke, don't get engaged on. And then eventually we might have a lethal, or you can get the turret plates, and that can be a win in itself. So, let's see. Well, at least while we're laning, okay? But with Caitlyn and then Lux, and with these lanes, I'm not seeing like super obvious roams in the first the first part of the early game. Once the laners hit level 6, then we can start talking, but I would say most of the early game is going to be a whole lot of laning, even though we're Twitch support. Yep. So we see them invade. Everyone stacks up. I don't know where you're going from here. You recall and then you're looking to gank mid with this movement, but the mid laner's dead. So only one place to go, which would be back to the lane or into the jungle here with your team. If we found just the mid laner, surely their entire team would be there. And then here's our job, just wailing on them with autos. Easy enough. Nice, she gets bounced right onto the trap. Alrighty, pretty good opening. You do have to be careful with stuff like this, though, because the recall doesn't make sense. The minions are going to be there in time. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. The minions are going to be there in time. And then also the mid laner won't be there. And then even if you buy an item, it doesn't really change too much. Alrighty, so then into lane with a lot of, well, the enemy's just generally behind. Then I don't think there's a way for us to speed it up with this. Few in, auto. Nice. And you can trade very heavily here, because these two minions are going to die and then Kaylin can move forward. So long that you try to dodge the Rakan W, it's fine, and even if you get hit, it's fine. So you can push this trade as far as you want to take it. Auto, and then instead of clicking back, just stand right here. Look for another auto and see what they do. If Rakan W's you, you can move to the right, you can move to the left, you can move down, and then if they do nothing, you just get another auto. And you want to be maximizing the damage that you're dealing here. To play it safe here doesn't really help. We get another auto on Jinx, but, you know, maybe just another one, and another one. Because you can trade a lot of your HP. You have these 2 health potions. Pretty hard to spin those unless, you know, you get an opportunity like that. So you can spend your HP temporarily and they won't be killing you. Looking good. Jinx is looking good. Alrighty. I'm going to point in E here. And check it out. We get knocked up and there's a little bit of our HP. They're not even close to killing us. Like, this combo sucks. They don't work together too well. So it's so fine to eat a Rakan W to keep trading the damage like this. But to push that trade as far as you can take it. Ready? So you move past the wave that one time, and then when the wave's right here, I think just push with Caitlyn. The faster you get this wave and the faster you get level 3, the faster you can hit the turret as well. So I think it's in your interest just to push this wave. It gives you a lot of options. It gives you recall, it gives you poke, it gives you hit the turret plate, and it's all pretty good from there. In this case, Viego would show entering the river. Alrighty, do we get ganked by Viego? You guys are really walking up to the turret, huh? Very brave. Now, did anyone see Viego exiting right side mid? Apparently not. Now, in this freeze frame, what are we thinking? That's right. Caitlyn's dead. Can we kill anyone ourselves? No. So what should we do? A little exit. A little bit of runaway. So that's okay damage under a con, but we're not going to finish anyone off. So you guys take an L for not seeing the Viego moving from right side mid, and that really slows down the lane where you guys had a lot of pressure. So I think the first mistake was not pushing the wave. And then the second mistake was obviously walking up to the turret. And then third, you dropped your ignite onto the Rakan, and you're not going to have a lethal on him. It's not important to try to find a lethal when the enemy has found a successful attack onto you and your team. It's important to live or mitigate the play as much as possible. And then if they overstep after you've backed up, you've backed up, you've backed up again, once they overstep, then you could maybe drop an ignite. But dropping an ignite right on top of them when they outnumber you 3-2, 3-2 and they have better position is just not good. Oh geez, what happens here? I see, I see. You try to make something out of nothing here. Right, and then Viego is already on the case, huh? Alrighty, he's space gliding, but he simply doesn't have the numbers. And that sucks. Because we're gonna die, and then I don't see any great opportunities for you to roam here. Lux is Zoe's pushed in, Lux has no resources, Yone is pushed in, has no resources. So what are you roaming for? Who are you looking to attack? Because there's nothing to attack. I think just go back to lane. So you look for mid, you look for top, there's nothing there. And the way that you have to look at this from base is look at the lanes before you start moving. You can somewhat reset down mid, but pan your camera and really look at these and consider them. Because you can always adjust if you're on the bot side to go bot, but this is like always going to be hard dedication, and then that wastes your time. And what's the problem with wasting our time? Well, we're not getting as much XP from the bot lane, therefore delaying our level 6. And our level 6 is pretty big for Twitch support. So I think you're looking for the roams too early, like we mentioned in the pregame. Like once these guys hit level 6, well, even the Lilia too, once they hit level 6, then these champions are much more online. So that'd be a better time to look for it. Caitlyn's especially a laning AD as well, so if you leave her alone, like, bad things usually happen. So was the damage on Zoe worth it? No. And then now we're level 3 to Rakan's level 4. Man. And our AD's dead. Man. It's not my fault that the AD's died. You know, you're not wrong. But if we're in lane, step 1 pushing, step 2 poking, step 3 enduring the engage, then we're winning. Damn, I guess we failed step 3 whenever we were pushed up too. Alrighty, your ADC died and you may be thinking, okay, I'll just play for other lanes. Wait. Give it a second. Mid and top are permanently pushed in. Your jungler is level 5. Give it a second. Let jungle be level 6. Let the objective fights start happening and then show up to them later. It's fine to roam reactively rather than preemptively because you're preemptively moving and then that's costing you. You're always making an exchange of this bot lane wave and therefore you're losing XP. It's just too hard to play whenever you're behind like that. We show up to these lanes and then don't really accomplish much. More so, there's nothing to accomplish. And it's like, why is that? Well, you're looking to force the play. Twitch is better at reacting to the play because he's mostly damage. If you wanted to roam and force a play, imagine you're on Pike. And then you have CC. Sure, you can just walk right into mid lane, and if you land a hook, they're probably dead. But Twitch requires the enemy to make a mistake. Therefore, you want to wait for them to make that mistake and then react to it and punish them. Already nice, we got a kill. Alrighty, so you got that kill, right? I think just go bot lane. Here comes a billion damage. Okay, we're good. Brother, please go bot lane. Please get some XP. Is Rakan going to walk from under turret right into you and die? No? Okay, let's go do something else. Please. Then, good luck. Good luck. They're ahead in XP. We're doomed. So it's like stay in this bush, wait for them to engage on Caitlyn, and then turn. That's all you got. You're too weak as like a carry support right now. Or the enemy melee support is level 6 over you, it's screwed. So you just have to receive the wave, let them attack, and then counter it. Counter it the best you can by running away. Alrighty, we return to lane. Oh! Knocked up. Now they're gonna hurt. That's the thing. Alrighty, well we got Jinx's flash. Push the wave, and then we're still not level 6. It's 10 minutes in. Oh my god, we're still not level 6, and we die. And we're back at it. Listen, this is what I look like on the roaming supports too, so don't feel too bad. If you're feeling bad at all. Because the only way to figure out that like these sort of things suck is by doing them, baby. Let it rip, see what happens. But then once we know what happens, right, then we can tone it back a little bit. It puts a bigger onus on the enemy to ever see ya. See ya. And then why is this bad? Well, you're forcing the play. The Jinx is right there. You move forward without the information of Rakan or the information of Viego. Now, how would you not force the play? Well, it requires the Jinx to make a mistake. So let's say you're right here in the Fog of War, and then Jinx moves up to contest Caitlyn on the wave. And then she's like right here and is autoing Caitlyn. And then you could queue in from here, or you could queue in with the flank. And you really have something from there. Especially if your sums are up and you can flash Rakan's initial engage. Because if they try to engage on you, they're not engaging on Caitlyn, and that's good. So that's how you punish rather than force. And punishing, oh, so good. Forcing with no CC, so bad. No CC, no lead. Because like I'm sure you're used to having a massive lead on Twitch and just running into the bad guys. But in this case, we are not ahead. We don't have the juice. So the forces won't work. But when you're ahead, hey, they work. That's probably where it's confusing right now. And then from this game state, good luck, man. Listen, a losing early game, good luck. At least we get to start team fighting. At least it's just, hey, we're a losing Twitch support. Good luck to the Lux, Yone, and Lilia. Hope you guys start good fights that Twitch support can show up and help with. Because if we simply collect a good amount of kills, we can still win. Team fighting's simple enough. Owned. Imagine we get the shutdown too. The whole Nashers. Alrighty, so showing up for that fight, good. Getting your damage off on Jinx, good. And now, it's like, what are you doing? You're looking to attack when you need to like receive the attack or punish. And you just don't have the juice. That's a whole Viego right there. You can't win. Which I think we can both agree on. That Twitch support level 6 shouldn't be able to solo a level 8 Viego jungle. And then to win that without the Twitch having ulti too. Alrighty, here we go. We're waiting for a fight to start. Waiting to be the jungler's pet. Nice. See, this is a punish. Aatrox is low, but Aatrox may want to attack the Lux. Nice. So Aatrox trying to attack the Lux, and then bam, Twitch is there. That's a good play. Why? Because you reacted to it. You showed up there. Whenever you're right here, you can choose to go mid if there's nothing, if there's nothing for you. And this is actual Twitch support. So look for more of those. And then here we are forcing the play again. That's a whole Rakan support that's full HP that has made no meaningful mistake yet. He's not committed to a play. Alrighty, we get his ulti. But you don't have enough information here. Well, maybe you do. Viego showed. We don't know where AD is, but that can be okay. But say, like, past this line, I'm like, wow, be careful. Be careful, Twitch. A Jinx ulti, a Viego ulti, IDK, man. It can get real messy real quick. So what's the better play? Well, you guys have the Rift Herald guaranteed right now, and you guys are reaching into their jungle. If Twitch and Caitlyn push mid and Lilia starts Rift Herald, you won the Rift Herald. They have to come contest, and that's much harder for them. Running through Caitlyn traps and Twitch W, and then Lilia E into ulti. And that's much better because it pulls the enemy into the position, and then you guys attack them. But this, you're trying to run at the enemy, and that's not what these champions do. And when you try to do it, well, the enemy doesn't care too much. If you are overtly fed, maybe that works, but since we're not, at least that makes it simple too. Win the objective fight, push into their jungle. Farming, AD dies. And then moving around the map, picking up the kills, but jungle dies, and then they probably get Baron. Not much to do. Try to steal. Now they're going to be pushing with Baron, and this is a tricky spot for Twitch support. Wow, we have 200 AP at 20 minutes. Twitch support's real funny, huh? Yeah, real funny support item. Alrighty, so they have Baron, and the onus is on them to push. So what should Twitch support do? Well, you have two options. Whenever the wave is going to be on top of your turret, you can be in the fog of war and then look to flank, very similar to bot lane, or you can be under the turret. Now, being under the turret isn't too useful when they have Baron because it requires the entire enemy team to dive. So if you're on the outskirts waiting for the enemy to attack, that's your best chance. And then once they attack, you look for the punish. Very similar to whenever you were topside, you're waiting for Aatrox to try to attack the Lux, and then you go in. That's the good play. Whereas waiting under turret and then getting poked and not being able to fight front to back does not work. Ready, let's see it. No, we chose the be under turret option. This one sucks. There's 380 damage to our face. Here comes a Zoe Q. Yeah, Twitch is not good at this. Alrighty, we're in the fog of war. Good. Queuing in. Good. Now, who's the target? That's right, whoever's closest. Twitch has crazy damage. Ulti, auto, auto. A, A, A. Nice. Good, we endured the attack. Do a little bit of farming. And then a little bit of a reset. Well, we don't have any gold to spend actually, so you can stay on the map as long as you want. I don't think there's anything interesting for us to do in this situation. Our allies aren't there, so go ahead and skip ahead. How does the enemy team die here? They get dragon. Oh, check it out. They're trying to force a play. What if they just pushed mid lane? You guys would be feeling pretty bad, right? But since they forced the play, all of a sudden it sucks? Wow. Oh, so close by Caitlyn. Okay. That's good. We'll be able to push a little bit. Okay, our team over pushes. We die. Par for the course here. There is still like 10 minutes? Listen, we're skipping ahead, big man. We're skipping through farming all the inhibs and the enemy team simply doesn't end for some reason. Alrighty, so let's look at the last Baron fight here. Because this is the whole shebang. Whoa, you use your ulti on one target. Okay, we're at the last team fight. And Twitch ulti is the AoE. You need to be Twitch ulting on the Baron. Getting the random kill on Rakan does not help us win the game. It's all about the Baron. So for you to ulti right here is so crazy. Because it means we're not ulting the Jinx, the Viego, everyone else. Because even if we go down and die, like at least we're dealing as much damage as we can to them so that our team has a better chance. But now without ulti, it requires them to really commit into you and your team. That's a much harder thing to play around. Alright, so much for the last Baron fight, huh? Guys had to be there and that was that. Alrighty, well, I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me on the Pro Guides website. And yeah, alrighty, peace.